Hello all. I thought I would give an update because it's been forever since I did one. Things are going really super well. My chemo has resolved my lymph nodes. Right now I'm in consolidative radiation and we're going on the second week of that. All good. Um, Minimal discomfort at all. It's harder on me than the chemo was, and I don't know. My hair is growing back. Look at that. Oh, look, I got a buzz cut now. And it's coming in white. Isn't that awesome? Oh, I love it. Okay. Well, I went to the eye doctor today and I have what is called uh, a cephalatic migraine. It's basically a migraine, vision disturbances, halos, little sparkles and fireworks, and a whole entire light show in my head. Um, it's this is something that I've had since I was a teenager, but it happened maybe once, twice a year, if that. Now they're happening 2 to 3 times a week, and some of my chemo drugs do cause glaucoma problems. I've got a glaucoma where it's a little high, just like my blood pressure. Nothing really to worry about. We'll just keep an eye on it. Okay, no problem. We'll, keep an eye on it. Well, I went into Vanderbilt Eye Institute to have this checked out, and I did get diagnosed with migraines. Um, so it's a light show with no pain. Not the worst that it can happen. In fact, I told the doctor who saw me, that's what I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear. Nothing seriously wrong with me. I'm sure it's happening more often because of the chemo and the stress my body's under. It makes perfect sense to me. I'll just let Dr. Peyton know. And probably nothing will happen from that. Hopefully, this is something like my neuropathy that will resolve when the chemo's finished. Um, what other good thing I had? Oh, my mom. She drives me bonkers. Whoever's talking to her, please stop. Stop. If she starts bringing up cancer, talk about puppies or kittens or, that stupid TV show you watch. I don't care. Just quit talking to her about all the horrible cancer experiences you've gone through. She is, oh, it's beyond unreal. Even though we're aiming for a curative treatment right now, and my oncologists are all very optimistic. I mean, Dr. Num Num's going to see me again in a couple weeks, so that's saying a lot right there. Um, it's, I might be able to be cured of this. I really might. I won't be cured until 5 years down the road, no evidence of disease. But at this time, my lymph nodes have resolved, and they're hitting it with the radiation to clean up any, you know, microscopic cells that they didn't see on the PET scan because they're microscopic. Um, my pelvis mass has shrunk significantly, and Dr. Shindy did say he was thinking about cutting out, a brachytherapy treatment at the end. So that's a huge plus too, because there just won't be anything to radiate, which is really great. Well, my mom is over in left field, losing her mind over this. This is not the woman I grew up. This is a woman who's trying to get into heaven. And she's suddenly overly concerned about me. Everything. I mean, even my eye exam today, she was worried about me driving home. I can drive just fine. I can go to work just fine. I've got energy. I'm not in any significant pain. That's fine. Huh. This is Ratty, by the way. I'm wondering who I'm talking to. But my mom, she wants me to do the end of life plan. She wants me to do my will. She wants me to do this, that, and the other thing. Honestly, for my first video, everything's still in probate from when my husband passed. Everything's in his name. The only thing of value I have that I own is my wedding ring. And I've already promised that to Braden for when he's old enough to get married. And I'll be giving it to Joel to take care of for that. Um, but she wants me to, oh, the whole pull the plug thing. Well, my disease isn't a pull the plug scenario. A living will is something that it depends on what's going on. So I'm going to need an authorized representative. If I put my mom down as authorized representative, she's going to pull the plug, you know? That's just the way she's talking. She thinks I'm dying. She thinks I'm at the end of my life and there's no hope for me at all, you know? Um, just because I may be incurable does not mean that I'm not treatable. I did have Dr. Shindy tell her those exact words. Dr. Shindy reassured her I am doing very well with the treatments. We are looking at curative right now. You know, he can't promise me anything, but those 5 years are going to be instrumental. If the disease comes back or pops up somewhere else, like a lung or something, I wasn't cured. But once again, it's still treatable. When it does become untreatable, there is options for me for hospice or whatever. I've already read it, looked through it. There isn't going to be any long, drawn out suffering period because there is voluntary stopping eating, drinking. Um, so yeah, it's basically where I'm put in a medically induced coma and withheld food and water for days until I do pass. But that is the last case scenario where I have no other options. We're not even in the ballpark right now. Nothing, I'm not. Oh boy. No matter how much I say, how much better I feel. Even before treatment, I was miserable. Before I got my diagnosis, I was miserable. And just once I started treatment, I started feeling so much better. So that should give you an idea of just how crappy I did feel before. And yeah, I'm feeling so much better now. I mean, if I cough wrong, yeah, I get a cramp. Wow. you know, it's not like I need anything for it. But yeah, she's driving me absolutely bonkers like that. And it's I know somebody's talking to her and telling her all the bad things that happened to them or to somebody they knew or and every cancer's different. Every patient's different. You can't compare apples to oranges I mean, you can't compare it's apples to oranges. It really is. My cancer is different. It was actually called weird, you know. Yeah. But I am responding really well. I did finish up, let's see, I think I'm going to be going on my third week of chemo. Tomorrow I go in for my cisplatin infusion, and I get so much liquids. I just balloon up, put on 5 pounds overnight. It's just awful. But anyways, yes, I did eat some fried chicken and some cheese. No, not cheese. They're corn nibbles. They're like little tater tots made out of corn. They're really yummy. And I had some of those for dinner. It's because I can't eat fried food. The one thing that radiation does do to me, it does give me diarrhea and digestive issues, mostly diarrhea. And even though you're at the don't trust the fart stage, my mom automatically assumes I need diapers. Ah! No, I don't need diapers. I just need to stay near a toilet. Oh man. And she even asked my doctor about how I get tired at work where I don't feel like going over to her house. She just It doesn't click that I work 10-hour shifts outdoors. Look at this is sun. I'm outdoors in all weather, cold, hot, you name it. If I'm not sitting down, I'm popping up, to go talk to people. That's a constant up down thing. Yes, I do spend a majority of my time sitting on my behind, but that majority of the time I have to stand up, go talk to somebody, go do something, go hook a truck, whatever. So yeah, it is exhausting. It really is. Plus I fidget all day. That's how I wear myself down. And I just don't feel like going over to her house after 10 hours of work just to socialize. And she feels that this is, there's more to it than that. It just, it's just, I'm tired from work. I just want to go home. And Dr. Shindy did back me up on that. If anybody put in 10-hour shifts outdoors, even just sitting there, it is exhausting. Um, it's not that I can't do it. I do have the stamina, you know. I'm not in any pain when I get home. I'm just tired, just want to relax, unwind, go to bed, take a cold, hot shower or cold shower, whatever the hell. Eh, anyway. But yeah, my mom's really just giving me grief lately. Um, I feel terrible having to say that. And another thing, she just doesn't seem to be thinking very well. It's like I tried to talk to her about something and she completely blanked it, and then I reiterated, and then I said, "You have no idea what I'm talking about." "Oh yeah, yeah, I do." So anyways, what that plan was, in Nashville, they have a cancer house where you can go and spend the night when you get treatments in Nashville. Now, when I get my brachytherapy implant, I'll have to be at the hospital at 7 a.m. To meet with Dr. Num Num for the implant. And I'm not going to get shish kebab, thank goodness. It's just like a sleeve they, put up in there so they could put the radiation up in there. So, I have to be at the in Nashville at 7:30. Rush hour traffic. The roads are just absolutely terrible. They've been closing them down to try to fix these potholes and whatnots. So I called to check on it to see about, if we could just stay one night and, the next day so she would have someplace to go while I'm having the surgery. And we'd be able to be there and she wouldn't have to worry about getting up, and we won't have to worry about, fighting more rush hour traffic or getting ahead of it, because I don't even think it's going to be light if we leave, with enough time to spare. And she doesn't do good driving in the dark. I was thinking, well, I could drive. She can drive my car back, and I'm wondering, I don't know. I'm sure she'll be fine driving my car. Um, I do have a Challenger, by the way. It's yeah, fast car. I'm sure my mom will be fine. I mean, she had a Chevy Nova. She had, a Volare, and that thing was pretty nice. Anyways, yeah, I asked her about it twice. And in order to get there, we're going to have to leave Easter. Well, what was it? Alec invited everybody over to Grandma's house on Easter for Easter egg hunt and food and everything. So I don't know if that's going to be a good option. Anyways, there it is. I told her to think about it because I need a referral. And if I want to get that referral, I'm going to have to get it from Dr. Shindy, and I next see him on Wednesday. And I see Dr. Peyton tomorrow, so that's going to be too late. So we'll see what happens with that. And please, if my mom wants to ask questions about cancer or your cancer experience, just be positive. Everything I have is in probate. I own nothing. I'm literally squatting on my own land. Um, if I do pass, my brother-in-law is going to have to take over the probate division. There just is no getting around it. Even if I willed it to somebody, it's not going to happen. Because I don't have a clear title for the land or the house or the Hummer or any of the other assorted cars out there. The only thing I really flat out own is my wedding ring. Well, it's the only thing of value. The worst I see is going to happen. The boys are going to fight who gets to burn down my house when I pass. And no, we're not even going there yet. Not even going there. Because everything, it just depends. It just depends. It's going to require a thinking, feeling, breathing person to make decisions. And I don't want them to be my mom. And I hate to say that, but I don't want her to make any decisions for me. She really doesn't help much. Now, yeah, this isn't the woman I grew up with. Not at all. And it's overwhelming, and I'm not used to it. Oh well, that's it. I gotta go get some rest because I gotta get up early before my radiation treatment and another chemo round tomorrow. And I hope everybody's doing great. Bye bye.